What's going on, guys? It's me, Gianlana Fan 2016 here, and today we have another Roseville International Airport update for you guys, and this will be for the month of October 2023. Hope you guys are excited for today's video. We got another Roseville International Airport update in store for you guys. We are currently in the month of October, and yeah, we're just like 2 months away until 2023 comes to an end, and we're going to be moving on to 2024, which I'm hoping that 2024 is going to be a big year for like Roseville, despite all this like traffic flow and the passenger numbers, but other than that, we're seeing some tremendous growth here in KRVL. And yeah, as we approach the winter season, of course we're still in the fall season as of now, but as we approach the winter season, including Thanksgiving, like the Thanksgiving holiday and the Christmas holiday, we should see some more passenger numbers coming soon. Well, coming in the next couple of months, of course, or days, whatever. But other than that, I'm just super excited for this month's airport update, and of course we're going to start with Gate Alpha 1 with that United 777, so let's get started at Gate Alpha 1 with that United plane. Alright, so beginning here at Gate Alpha 1, we have this United Airlines Boeing 777-200ER in the Evo Blue livery. She had just arrived here at Newark Liberty International Airport. That's like the full name of it. Newark Liberty International Airport. Yes. So yeah, she had just arrived from EWR, and she landed here in KRVL at around 9:55 a.m., which is a morning flight for this aircraft. Now, if you guys are wondering, yes, I did ended up fixing the like, what is that? It's like the gate markings for Gate Alpha 1. So before I just had like a rectangular paper that just shows the airport gate. But I decided to like trim off the empty spaces, like the dead space, and it looks like that. So that way it can at least like be much better, and it can fit the airplane more instead of like just having it extended outwards. That way I can also have my jet bridges propped into the aircraft very well. So yeah, there's some minor changes on that. Hopefully I can do for the rest of these like jet bridges, because like there's always like this dead space that I don't really want in my like airport. Well, kinda, but under that, at least I made some progress on that gate, and yeah, it looks much better than what I had previously did. So yeah, once again, United 777-200ER Evo Blue here at Gate Alpha 1 arrived from Newark Liberty. Next up, here at Gate Alpha 2, we have this United Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8, and this aircraft had just arrived from Philadelphia International Airport, KPHL, where she landed here in Roseville at 10:09 a.m. And yeah, quite an interesting route for a United MAX 8. I haven't heard of like a SFO to like a Philadelphia route on a United MAX 8 until like somewhere around September. So when I saw this, by the way, all these flights that I'm currently listed were all from September 23rd, 2023. So after I did my September update, I decided like fill all these stuff for October's update. So yeah, but we do have this United MAX 8 that just arrived from Philadelphia, and this aircraft is currently loading the passengers for the outbound flight to KMSY, or Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport, and she departed out of Roseville at 11:38 a.m. So another interesting route for United MAX 8 from SFO. I think MSY and PHL are quite interesting routes for United Airlines to operate a MAX 8 in and out of SFO, so that's quite interesting right there. But at least I'm representing that in this month's airport update. And over here at Gate Alpha 3, we have this Delta Airlines Boeing 737-900ER. I'm not sure why the jet bridge is currently like not even like it's still high up like that, but let's just say that it's connected to the door and the passengers are deplaning the aircraft. This aircraft had just arrived from Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, where she landed here in Roseville at 11:09 a.m. So just an hour shy of that United MAX 8 that arrived from Philadelphia. And currently she will soon be loading the passengers for the returning flight to Atlanta, where she departed out of Roseville at 12:42 p.m. So yeah, SMF to Atlanta for Delta Airlines, they're still going strong, and it's one of the most popular routes from SMF's route network. So really nice that Delta is going strong with that, and nice that they're utilizing a 737-900ER for that route. So yeah, we love to see it from Delta Airlines and their operations. Next up here at Gate Alpha 5, we have a United Airlines Boeing 757-300 in the Evo Blue livery. What is that doing here? Isn't that supposed to be a wide-body gate? Well, yes, however, the problem with that is if ever a wide-body airplane was parked at Gate Alpha 5, there would be some problems where an airplane would collide with another airplane and parked at its gate when it pushes back. So they want to like prevent that. So this United 757-300 will be filling the void to prevent other like instances where there will be like a ground collision on two airplanes. But there will still be a wide body airplane that would park here sometimes, but I guess that 757 will do for now. But other than that, we do have this United Eva Blue 757-300 making an interesting appearance at Gate Alpha 5. And this aircraft had just arrived from Denver International Airport, where she landed here in KRVL at 9:27 a.m. And currently right now, she is boarding the passengers for the outbound flight to Chicago O'Hare, where she departed at 11:18 a.m. And this is a morning flight for this aircraft. So yeah, once again, I think it's best for like having Gate Alpha 5 be a mix between a 757 and like a wide body airplane like a 787 or a 777. That way, I mean, like, if a 787 were to be there, then it's gonna be like more harder for like the aircraft to be pushing back to avoid like hitting those tails or horizontal stabilizers when like causing it like a ground collision. So with that 757 in that gate, it makes it much easier for the ramp agents or the ground crew to like push back the aircraft without hitting any other airplanes that are currently parked at the gates. But other than that, it's nice to see that United Airlines, well, KRVL has come up with that solution by adding like a 757. Probably that might be more often in the next couple of airport updates. But for now, I guess we'll do it for like a 757, and hopefully we can get a wide body within next month, and hopefully we don't cause any like ground collisions. Other than that, we do have this United 753. Next up here at Gate Alpha 6, we have this United Airlines Airbus A319 in the Evo Blue livery, and this aircraft had just arrived from Denver International Airport, where she landed here in Roseville at 5:29 p.m., and this is actually an afternoon flight for this aircraft right here. Now, I did add this flight route, well, this aircraft into this month's airport update because I did see this aircraft, like, not all flights were from September 23rd. That flight I mentioned was from September 17th, which was on a Sunday, so I was spotting at SMF on that day, and I managed to catch this aircraft, but the actual aircraft was actually a Continental Globe livery, not an Evo Blue. But other than that, really nice to see this aircraft still in KRVL, and yeah, that's my only A319 in my collection so far. I did a review of this model already, so if you haven't seen that video, then you can look at my videos, and that model review is already there. But other than that, we do have this model. I'm eager to see if I can try to get the NG Delta A319 because I would like to get another A319 in my collection. Once again, I'm eager to see if I can try to get that Delta A319 they just announced on their October 2023 releases. That way, this United A319 won't be alone, as I do have the Delta A319. But that's on a future plan. I might get it during November, who knows. But other than that, we do have this. Well, of course, I'm currently on a budget right now. I'm trying to save money for some other stuff, of course. But yeah, we do have this Evo Blue A319 at Gate Alpha 6. And over here at Gate Alpha 7, we have this Delta Airlines Airbus A321neo. And this aircraft had just, well, not really necessarily arrived, but she arrived from Boston Logan International Airport. And of course, currently right now, she is being fueled up for the flight back to Boston. And she is currently boarding the passengers as of late. And this aircraft departed out of Roseville at 10:14 p.m., which is an evening flight. So, of course, SFO, I think they do have two daily Delta A321neo flights from Boston Logan. And yeah, one is in the afternoon or morning, and the other one is during the evening. So, yeah. But other than that, it's a red-eye flight, by the way. So, she's gonna be, like, departing. Once again, she departed out of Roseville 10:14 p.m. And I'm not sure when she arrived from Boston after she departed on SFO. Like, I'm not sure what time she arrived in Boston. Like, I know it's in the morning, and yeah, she departed out of SFO in the evening, and yeah, I'm not sure when she arrived in the evening. But other than that, we do have this red-eye flight right here, and yeah, really nice to see Delta utilizing the A321neo for that route. And right here at Gate Alpha 8, we have this Delta Airlines Airbus A330-300, and this aircraft had just arrived from Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport, KMSP, where she landed here in Roseville in the evening at 8:58 p.m. And currently right now, she finished the catering, she finished all the unloading and the deplaning of the passengers from the MSP flight, and currently she's going to be making this is another red-eye flight she's gonna be making a red-eye flight to Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport. She departed at around 12:04 a.m. the next day, so that'll be around like midnight at this time. So currently right now, the catering's about to get loaded and the cargo for that flight to Atlanta is gonna be loaded soon. And currently passengers are currently waiting at the gates for the Atlanta flight. And yeah, and of course like since it's like October and the passenger numbers are gonna be increasing, this A330 will suit the job for them. So yeah, really nice to have this A330. Of course, you won't really see this in many of my airport updates, but if I ever do like a fictional airport update where I can just like place a model whatever I like, I'll make sure I feature this model every time. But other than that, we do have this beautiful Delta AC-30-300 from NG. I do want to jump into some taxiing planes as we do have this Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200 that just exited the runway and currently is on the taxiway as of now. She had just arrived from New York JFK International Airport where she landed here in Roseville at 6:31 p.m. And yeah, of course like the JFK service from SFO is mostly used for a Boeing 757, but I think that might change because like around the winter season they would swap the 757 into a Boeing 767, so hopefully we can see a 767 for that route in the next couple of months. And yeah, I would like to catch another Delta 767 because I do like the Delta 767. I think it's a very nice aircraft in their fleet overall, and yeah, it should fit perfect for their operations because like of course the high travel demand for passengers and the big passenger numbers throughout the winter season. So it's best for them to like change the 757-200 into a 767-300ER. And I did get to see this aircraft November 704 X-ray during my recent SFO spotting trip, back in September, which is like September 18th of 2023. And yeah, she was taking off on runway, I think it was 1 right. Yeah, I think it was runway 1 right at SFO. I think she was also heading to JFK. And yeah, once again, really nice to have this aircraft. And yeah, a nice model from NG Models from their June 2022 releases. And of course, this model is a year old. And here we have this Delta Airbus A220-100 that is also in the taxiway. And this aircraft had just arrived from Salt Lake City International Airport where she landed here in Roseville at 4:11 p.m. And currently right now, this aircraft is, well, filling in for a Delta Embraer E175, which you won't see that very often. You won't really like see many of these because like Gemini Jets has finally done it. The Delta E175 in 1/400 scale is coming. As of now, I have 2 Delta E175s pre-ordered and hopefully they should be coming in within this month, of course, October 2023. So, man, I just feel blessed that Gemini Jets has finally done it. The Delta E175. I know I've been like saying this in many of my airport updates that we need a Delta E175 in 1/400 scale, and Gemini Jets, they listen. Even Todd Michaels has hinted it that the E175 is gonna be released, and yeah, Gemini Jets October 2023 releases, that is just a god tier release. I'm just super happy that Delta E175 is now in 1/400 scale. That way we can like all shut up about a Delta E175 in 1/400 scale. That, wow, oh my god, like I don't even really have words. I'm just like very blessed that Gemini Jets has done it. And yeah, hopefully I can feature that model within next month. Of course, I'm gonna make an unboxing video out of that, but other than that, I'm just beyond words right now. I'm just beyond words. I'm just very happy that Gemini Jets has finally did it. The Delta E175, I mean, I just can't thank Todd Michaels, Elliot, and the Gemini Jets crew enough for finally making this. We've been requesting that model for years, and man, I'm just very happy. Well, all collectors, because like, I think the Delta E175 is the last regional jet that Gemini Jets has never done, and it's the last regional jet that some people needed for their Delta regional collection. And yeah, with all these Delta with all these Embraer E175s that were made this year, the Horizon Air Retro is one of them, the Republic Air E175 as well, and last year as well with the American Eagle E175, the Alaska E175, and yeah, other than that, I'm just like, we're just pleased. All we just need is a re-release of a United E175 in the Evo Blue or Continental Global livery, but I don't even have words. But other than that, I'm just super excited to have that Delta E175 in my collection, and hopefully I can feature that model in an upcoming KRVL Airport update. That way, it's gonna look very, very amazing. But other than that, we do have this Delta A220-100 filling in for the Delta E175. And over here at Get Alpha 9, we have this Breeze Airways Airbus A220-300, and this aircraft had just arrived from Roseville International Airport, where she landed here in Roseville International Airport at 11:22 a.m. And currently right now, she is loading the passengers for the returning flight to SDF, Louisville International. And unfortunately, she departed at 12:17 p.m., which is 19 minutes behind 11:58 a.m. departure time. So this aircraft is like delayed, unfortunately. But I mean, like, that is what it is. I know Breeze Airways kind of like struggled with their on-time performances, but there were times where they're trying to like improve. There were some on-time flights for Breeze Airways, but there was some flights that just like behind schedule. And I know Breeze Airways, they've been operating for like 2 years, so Breeze Airways might be still a new airline, but all I can really say, right now is I hope their on-time performances improves, but if it continues, then they might have to like scrap that route until further notice, unless they can like improve their on-time performances. But other than that, I mean, like, for the past updates, we didn't see that much. Well, we have some good on-time performances for Breeze, so that's good, but I mean, like, it is what it is for Breeze Airways. I don't run the airline, but other than that, that's how Breeze operates, and hopefully they can like improve their on-time performances in the future, especially when we're going into like the Thanksgiving holiday and Christmas holiday. I hope their on-time performances, their on-time performance improves by that time. But other than that, Breeze Airways, they do what they gotta do, and they serve nicely here in Roseville. Also, I do want to mention that I positioned the camera like this so you can see the aircraft more clearly, and those carrying vehicles right there. So you can see a baggage conveyor belt right there, baggage conveyor belt vehicle right there, along with some trolleys right there. So yeah, really nice to feature that. But other than that, we have this beautiful Breeze model by Gemini Jets, and yeah, it serves a nice purpose for KRVL right there. Pulling into Gate Alpha 10, we have this United Airlines Boeing 777-200ER in the Star Alliance livery, and this aircraft had just arrived from Yoshi Island International Airport. Of course, this is a subscriber route to Aviation LAS, so, buddy, this one's for you right there. And she arrived from Roseville, she arrived at Roseville at 3:30 p.m. And yes, this is actually an aircraft swap. So, back in I think it was my 2 previous airport updates, the Yoshi Island route from Roseville International is actually a 757-300. No, not 757. It was a 757-200. So that was during like the summer season. However, since we're going to like the winter season and there's more passenger numbers that are currently going to be happening in the next couple of months, they decided to swap this aircraft into a Boeing 777-200 instead. And I kind of like what United did, so that way we can have more passengers, because like there's going to be more passengers that are going to be traveling to Yoshi Island. So yeah, get to visit the Mushroom Kingdom, and yeah, what a way to do so with this United 777. And I think I'm not sure if I told this story. I think I may have mentioned it on last month's airport update, but in case I forget, well, for you new viewers out there, or you haven't seen this airport update, I'll just tell you now. So I did get to see a United Airlines 777-200ER in the Star Alliance livery fly over my house, and currently I was like outside gonna get some lunch until like, well, I think it was no, it was like while I was driving around San Francisco, I saw a United 777-200ER in the Star Alliance livery taking off above my head, and I think I was just close to SFO Airport, and I heard those GE90s, and my god, they were so loud. Like, they were very loud, like, when they're, like, full thrust. They were so loud, I can literally hear it while I was driving, while I was on the ground. So, yeah, that just shows how loud and powerful the GE90s are. So, really cool right there, and what a way to witness, because, like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, ooh, United Star Alliance. However, I don't know if I saw if this was the exact registration I saw as the model you're seeing right now, but I don't even know at this point. But if it was, then that would be awesome. But other than that, we do have United 222 with GE90s in the Star Alliance livery, and I think those were former Continental planes. So yeah, I think 777s with a uniform alpha, the 222s with a uniform alpha were delivered to United back then, but without the uniform alpha and just numbers, and it probably was Continental, so that's what I think. But other than that, we do have this United 222 pulling in to Gate Alpha 10 after arriving from Yoshi Island, and once again, this is a subscriber route to Aviation LAS. And of course, we have our beautiful Air Canada lineup here at Gate Alpha 11 and Gate Alpha 12. Let's begin with Gate Alpha 11 with this Air Canada Express Barbarian CRJ 900 operated by Jazz Aviation. And she had just arrived, of course, from Vancouver International Airport. And unfortunately, she arrived here in Roseville 40 minutes behind schedule. She arrived here at 10:58 a.m. And let's just say this delay was caused by a crew delay. So, unfortunately, the crew from the previous flight were delayed, and that was the crew that was supposed to take this flight. So, it's kind of like a chain reaction. When one crew's delayed for that flight gets delayed, and therefore it goes into another chain reaction where that flight's delayed for its arrival and that flight's delayed for its departure. And speaking of departure, she returned to Vancouver, and yeah, it was 52 minutes behind schedule. She departed out of Roseville at 11:52 a.m., so which is quite unfortunate, but hey, that's what it is for a crew delay, and no complaints on that. The crew did manage to apologize to the passengers about the delay, so at least they're like a very friendly airline, I will add. Air Canada, yeah. But other than that, it's quite unfortunate for that delay, but hey, at least this Air Canada CRJ 900 made it here in Roseville. And at Gate Alpha 12, we have this Air Canada Airbus A220-300, and this aircraft, of course, had just arrived from Toronto Pearson International Airport yesterday at 8:54 p.m. And of course, she's going to be overnighting here in Roseville, and she'll be departing on the next day. And unfortunately, this flight had a delayed departure. She departed out of Roseville 53 minutes behind schedule, and she departed out of Roseville at 10:13 a.m. And that might be another crew delay for that one, so another quite unfortunate instance where there's a crew delay, therefore it might end up becoming like a chain reaction. But other than that, it is what it is at this point. I can't really complain too much, but it is what it is. But hey, it's nice to see Air Canada here in Roseville. Of course, they started their service here in KRVL in, yeah, it's in the June update, so yeah, I'm trying to remember, but yeah, it's in the June update, so Air Canada is still going strong here in Roseville. And yeah, we'd love to see it from Air Canada. Hopefully they can like expand more routes, or maybe we can like, Air Canada can do something different. Maybe like send in a 737 MAX, who knows. But under that, we'd like to see it from Air Canada, and hopefully their operations in Roseville turns out to be a success. So that is it for all the aircrafts that are currently here in Concourse A. We got, well, 3 more aircrafts and 1 extra aircraft to add into the mix. So let's get into the aircrafts that are currently on the taxiway. We currently have 2 planes that are currently lining up on the runway for departure. Let's begin here with this United Airlines Boeing 737-900ER, of course in the Continental Globe livery, who is number 2 in line. And this aircraft is going to be heading out to Austin Bergstrom International Airport in Texas. And she's going to be departing out of Roseville at somewhere around 1:12 p.m. And yeah, Austin flight, that's like Austin to SFO. And I do want to add that I keep saying, like, I think in the past videos I said, I think it was more on like that Austin flight, that like the Austin inaugural Sacramento flight. I said Austin Bergstrom. Unfortunately, that's the incorrect pronunciation of that airport. It's actually Austin Bergstrom because there's an R. Because, like, I mean, like, not really familiar with airports until I seen some videos on how it's, like, and saw, like, the name of it. So, once again, this aircraft is going to be departing for Austin Bergstrom International Airport in Austin, Texas. And yeah, she departed out of Roseville at 1:12 p.m. And currently number 1 in line, we have this beautiful United Eva Blue Boeing 757-200. And of course, this aircraft is going to be heading out to Boston Logan International Airport, where she departed out of Roseville at 4:28 p.m. And yeah, Boston Logan International Airport is a very interesting airport. I hope I can go there one day. I would like to plane spot in Boston because, like, Boston, there's a lot of JetBlues in Boston, of course, like, yeah. And some other international airlines, like Lufthansa, I heard they're going to be sending the A340-600 daily to Boston Logan during the winter season, so that's exciting. I think Aer Lingus also flies there too. I'm not really quite sure because, like, I'm not really familiarized with Boston Logan. I know some airlines that fly: Lufthansa, JetBlue, probably some Uniteds, Deltas, of course Delta A321neo from San Francisco, and a 757 from United from San Francisco as well. But I'm not really much like familiar with used to like the whole infrastructure of Boston Logan. So that's why I want to try booking a flight there. Maybe fly with JetBlue if the seasonal Sacramento to Boston service comes back. But yeah, that's a summer seasonal route, so I'm gonna have to wait for that, or probably like book a flight. I don't even know. But hey, it gotta be done. It's gotta be done. I gotta like spot at Boston Logan because I would like to visit that airport. But other than that, Boston should be a very it's a very interesting city to like explore. And yeah, I'm eager to see if I can like find a good flight to go to Boston if I can. But other than that, we do have this United 757, like this United 757-200 heading to Boston. And yeah, she's gonna be departing in the afternoon. And we do have an aircraft that is currently taking off, so let's get into that aircraft. And taking off on our runway is this United Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner in the beautiful Evo Blue livery. And yeah, it's been a while since I last used this model in an airport update, yeah. And yeah, it's a very nice model from Gemini Jets, minus this is an old Gemini Jets mold from them, so it features that cradle and that, I don't even know how I can describe the nose or the wing flex thing, but I mean like, it is what it is, that's how the aircraft was made. And quite an interesting flight route for this aircraft, as she's going to be departing for Houston George Bush Intercontinental Airport, where she departed out of Roseville at 11:53 a.m. So, quite interesting on how United Airlines is sending in a 787-9 from IAH to SFO. I think that's more of a Boeing 737 route. And yeah, once again, it's quite interesting to see them send in a 787 Dreamliner from SFO to Houston IAH. Normally, like, when United sends their 787-9s out of SFO, they would go to some international destination like Singapore, Changi, Seoul. I think Seoul maybe is on that list. I'm not sure. Maybe that's used by 777. I know Singapore, Changi is one of them. Trying to think of like other 787 routes for United from SFO. But Singapore, Changi is the only thing that comes into my mind. But quite interesting. I'm eager to see if I can try like book that route. But to be honest with you, I think that's quite impossible because like, I mean like, I would like to go to Houston, like Houston Intercontinental to see all these United planes, but yet again, financial stuff, but yeah, I'm trying to save up on money, of course. But other than that, it's nice to see that we're seeing some domestic United 787 flights. I hope there's more in the future. Well, I hope we can see more of those, but I think travel demand is like coming back to like 2019 levels, so we're seeing more like 787s from United like fly to like international destinations like Singapore, for example. But yeah, I decided to like put this in this month's airport update, and yeah, I checked on the flight board on Flight Radar 24, excuse me, and I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. Jeez, I don't know why I can't talk today, but other than that, it is what it is. I've been out for I don't know. It's like I've been busy and yeah, recording videos and all that. But hey, it is what it is. That's what a person feels like when I'm making videos and I talk too much. But other than that, we do have this beautiful 789, and yeah, hopefully we can see more 789 domestic flights from United in at some point. Let's just say that to keep it simple. At some point. But other than that, nice to feature this model in this month's airport update. And we do have one final aircraft. You're seeing a little bit of a snippet of it, but oh boy, this is an aircraft I'm gonna be like talking about a lot. But other than that, let's move on to our final aircraft because oh my god, this is just a beautiful aircraft. This is just a stunning aircraft you're seeing. Once again, you're seeing a little bit of a blur of it because you know it's coming. Alright, so alright, let's move on to our final aircraft and we're gonna conclude this airport update. And getting towed out on the quote-unquote paint hanger, we have the one and only Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 in the pink 1 livery coming out of the open to make her debut in this airport update. Oh my god. I don't even know where to begin right here. So, remember back in the April 2023 update during the Roseville International Airport 1-year anniversary celebration? I featured this aircraft back when it was in the hard livery, and I said that she's going inside the paint hanger to be painted in the pink 1 livery, and here we are right now in the October 2023 update. Quite surprised it took that long for that livery to be painted, I will add. And yeah, there she is. She has finally emerged out of the paint hanger, now in the pink one livery. So as you can see, of course, they got rid of the blue and they just replaced it with pink. So this was actually my fantasy livery aircraft I did back in April Fools. And I did an unboxing model out of that, and man, I'm so happy this is now a 1/400 model, and I don't even have any words. This is just amazing. So once again, thank you NG Models for making this. They did this in their August 2023 update, and I was like speechless when I saw that during the release reaction, and I was like, oh my god, is this for real? And I was just like, I'm just amazed. This is just a beautiful fantasy livery, and wow. Oh man, this is just awesome. So yeah, as I mentioned, I featured this aircraft back in the Heart livery, getting turned inside the paint hanger, and it took that many months until October to be fully merged outside of the paint hanger, now outside of this special livery. And of course, as I talk about on that Instagram post, Bob Jordan said that this livery represents all female employees of Southwest Airlines and the appreciation they have for the company and how they made this airline, of course, be what it is today. All the fun and entertainment. Also, this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so this is also fitting too because it's pink. So yeah, we got two representations for this special livery. Of course, Breast Cancer Awareness Month and all the female employees of Southwest Airlines. So huge props to Bob Jordan right there, although this is absolutely fake. Of course, this is a fictional airport update. So what can I do? I'm making everything up. I know I'm using a 4M book as a paint hanger, but I don't care. But other than that, it's nice to have this model in my collection, and it's just a signature model for me. It's one of my signature models. Pink one is a perfect addition. You can expect Pink one to come at some of my airport updates, but man, I'm just very happy to now have this model. It's just a fantastic job and a fantastic model from NG Models, and once again, I'm just super happy they finally did this, and I cannot thank NG Models enough for making this model in 1/400 scale. My request, well, they saw my pink one and they asked me if they can do a model out of it, and I said yes. And yeah, I'm just very happy. I'm just super happy. Once again, thank you NG Models. And yeah, if you, of course, this model, of course, received some controversies and problems. Some might be sticking on the negatives, some might be positives, but I can handle their opinions as long as they can handle mine. But other than that, it's a nice model in my collection, and it's just perfect for this month's airport update. So once again, a fantastic job by NG Models, and I'm very glad to have this model in my collection. So that is it for this month's airport update. So of course, we're going to be going through a conclusion video on that, so let's get into that right now. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this month's airport update. To keep it short and simple, it's pretty much the same thing, although we're getting a little bit of changes. Of course, we got some heavy aircraft movements right here, like this Delta Airbus AC-3300. And yeah, let me zoom in closer. I think the audio might be different, maybe not. We also got a United 757 at get off of 5. And yeah, this is a wide body gate, but yet again, I don't know. Well, of course, with all the ground collisions, they decide to use this to prevent those, and probably use a wide body, not too much, but yeah, that should help. And of course, we have this United 752, of course, a nice model from NG Models, and this A220 as well. Breeze Airways making their significant approaches. Well, their significant appearance. There we go. So yeah, Breeze Airways right there, looking very nice. And of course, there's a United Evo Blue 222, of course, with that updated Get Alpha 1. So of course, I ended up using a cutter to cut this paper, and then I positioned her like that. So it should be much better than what I had previously, so that's very nice. And of course, we have this beautiful, let me just scoot over. We have our United 787-9. Let me try to put it at another angle. That actually looks nice, I'll add. So of course, this is by Gemini Jets. It's in the older Gemini Jets 787-9 mold, which of course, it's not the best mold in the world, but that's how they do it right there. And yeah, so we're in October now, so we're gonna be approaching November and December, and after that, it's already time for like 2024, and of course, November and December are pretty much gonna be the busy months for like this airport in general. So I'm excited to see what KRVL has for the months of November all the way to December. And yeah, of course, I do want to mention about Pink One because that is just a stellar mall from Angie Malls. Let me zoom in closer. Wow, that is a beauty right there. She looks absolutely beautiful, and yeah, I'm glad to like feature her in this month's airport update. And of course, I'm using my foreign book as a paint hanger, which I don't have an actual like hanger in my collection. Well, it's not necessarily like a mall collection. It's like an accessory to make the airport look very nice. But yeah, it's a very nice airport, KRVL, and yeah, I'm just excited to see what KRVL has in store for next month's airport update. Of course, November 2023 and December 2023. So yeah, and while KRVL has pretty much remained the same, I think we should expect some changes for next month's airport update. And of course, I do want to mention about like that Delta 175. Hopefully I can like feature that in next month's airport update, like November or possibly December. I'm not really quite sure, but if I can, I can, because that is a very special mall right there, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, I'm just very excited to get that. It's just a fantastic mall. God, thank you, Gemini Jets. I can't. Wow. I'm just very happy that Gemini Jets has finally made that model at long last after we've been demanding that model for so many years. And yeah, it's gonna be like the Delta CRJ 900 2.0. Although I haven't heard any like things that the mall's already sold out as of late, so who knows? I'm like, that's the first 1400 Delta 175 ever made, so might be sold out. I'll be surprised if it is, but yeah. But other than that, we do have some interesting movements here, of course, with our taxiing planes, landing and takeoff planes right there. And yeah, but other than that, KRVL has pretty much remained the same for the past airport updates. And yeah, I think November is when everything is gonna change. So hopefully that's true. But if it stays the same, I don't even know. But other than that, we do like to see the progress of KRVL. And yeah, hopefully we can expect more changes to come. Now, before I conclude this video and everything, I do want to give you some updates. Well, I got some really great news for KRVL International Airport, so Roseville International Airport. The first good news I do want to tell you guys, I just got started on Concourse B. So, yes, I have finally started at Concourse B. Well, I started the progress on making Concourse B in late September 2023. Currently, as of this recording, I'm pre-recording this. It's October 3rd. Well, not October 13th. It's October 12th on a Thursday as of this recording. So, I just finished the white coating. I have not applied the gray coating. I do have another wood block that needs to be cut. I still need to sand that out. And yeah, get that sand, put on the white coat. I'm hoping I can find some better days to do it. Of course, like around this time, it's like, well, overcast, and there's gotta be like sunlight so I can like do all that. But other than that, I'm just happy to tell you guys that I just got started in Concourse B. So hopefully I can try to I'm not sure, but I'm targeting a January 2024 airport update is when Concourse B is gonna start its run, its official run. So of course Concourse B, so as you can see right there, so it'll have this extension right there, and then there'll be another pier over there, somewhere right there. I think I mentioned about that on the August 2022 update, but I know it's been a while, and I still haven't made any progress as of that until now. So as I think I mentioned, so Concourse B, there'll be an extension over there, so it'll run from here all the way to there, all the way at the tip of very there, right there, and then there'll be another pier or something like that that's gonna be run through here. And as for the airlines, I think I'm gonna have to change the airlines. So I remember during my concept design I had some airlines, but I think that's gonna change because I decided to go for something different. And yeah, so under that, Concourse B is currently in progress, and hopefully we can expect a 2024 debut or a January 2024 debut of Concourse B. And I will talk about Concourse B if ever that gets done, and what are the airlines that are going to be operating out of Concourse B. But other than that, we do have a lot of stuff, and yeah, very excited for Conquest B, and hopefully I can make some good progress on that and make sure to get that done, of course. But other than that, very excited to have Conquest B added to KRVL. Another thing I do want to talk about, I'm not sure if this is, well, that's the only good news I do want to tell you guys. So yeah, Conquest B. In additional notes, I do want to say that I am currently pre-recording airport updates as of recent. So I think I started pre-recording an airport update somewhere around late September, and I ended up recording that. Now I'm pre-recording for October, and probably by late October I'm gonna start pre-recording for November, and probably around December I'll start pre-recording 3 KRVL Airport updates. That'll be for January, February, and March of 2024. 2024, yeah. Because I think I start school somewhere around January, so I do want to make sure, and I'm gonna be very busy by the start of the year, so I gotta prepare for all of these. And of course I do all these airport updates monthly, so do want to make sure I get every airport update added in that list. And yeah, pre-recorded content is better, so that way I don't have really seeing anything necessary, any interruptions, because doing it at last minute is just so terrible, I will add. But on that, I'm gonna be pre-recording airport updates from the time being, and hopefully pre-record some other videos as well. Of course, pre-record mass unboxings, some mall unboxings, and yeah, feature them. And of course, yeah. But on that, this airport update should be quite interesting, and hopefully I can pre-record, because so by now I finished October already, so that's by it's around mid-October almost, so that's already done. Now I gotta start pre-recording November, which I'm hopefully I can do that by late October, so I can at least put that for November, schedule that for November, and then probably by December I'm gonna have to pre-record January, February, and March. So every month for me, I would have I would pre-record 3 airport updates for each month. So unless I have a long break along the way, I will pre-record another 3 set of airport updates. And yeah, so other than that, that should be more efficient, so I can at least have some time to study. But other than that, during my college days, you won't expect me to upload that much videos because of all the workload I'm gonna be having. So that's why I want to pre-record these airport updates. And another note I do want to talk about, I'm thinking by next month I did a poll. So I did a poll somewhere around, well, today I did a poll on Instagram talking about oh, I should do these scheduled or assigned gates for each airline, what I'm doing for these Air Canada planes. So see on how I schedule these, it's not scheduled, I assign these gates to Air Canada. So that's Gate Alpha 11 and Gate Alpha 12. So you're seeing those airlines right now. Those are going to be the assigned gates for Air Canada. But as for the rest of Concourse A, I'm going to have to start making gate assignments for each airline. So I'm thinking this can be Delta Airlines. So this section right here would be all Delta Airlines all the way to here. Well, I don't know. Probably, or maybe around December. I'm not really quite sure. But so I'm thinking it's going to be all Delta Airlines here. And, well, Delta Airlines, well, what am I saying? I'm trying to think of gate assignments. So I think Gate Alpha 1 all the way to Gate Alpha 6 would be all Delta Airlines. And then from Gate Alpha 7 all the way to Gate Alpha 10 will be all United Airlines flights. Yet again, that's still needs to be figured out at some point. I haven't made a final decision yet if I'm gonna do that or not. But other than that, I did a poll on Instagram. I think some of you might say yes. I think most of you guys said yes. So it's a possibility that I'll be doing gate assignments for each gates at Concourse A. So you can expect that. Of course, I've been talking for 11 minutes. I know it's been a while. Well, not really, but this portion of this video. But other than that, that's all I really want to say. So hopefully I can do all of those, and hopefully all these contests that I'm gonna be doing go smoothly. And yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I finish out 2023 strong with all these airport updates and mall unboxings, well, mass unboxings, and hopefully I can finish all these flight reports. I'm currently still on the Airliners International portion, but hopefully I can get started on those other flight reports. And yeah, well, overall, I'm just excited to see what KRVL has in the near future, and I hope you guys are as well. Excuse me. Man, I've been talking a lot. I have not drank water ever since I started recording this. But as I was saying, I hope KRVL... No, I don't know. Whew. Now I need to breathe real fast, but... Whew, wow, I've been talking so much. That's what it feels like when I talk 12 minutes in this video. But other than that, as I was saying, I hope Roseville International Airport continues to grow, and hopefully we can see some more flights and more passenger demand. Whew, I'm almost out of breath already. I'm gonna have to like drink water after this like recording, but hopefully we can see some passenger numbers increase for November and December, and hopefully KRVL goes out with a bang as we conclude 2023 in the next couple of months. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on that post notification bell so you won't miss a video like this anytime soon. And don't forget to check out all my other KRVL Airport updates by clicking on that playlist, and you can check out all my KRVL Airport updates, from start to now. So that is it for today's video. Let me finish off with the beautiful pink one livery. So there she is right there. Hang on, let me try to zoom in closer. Hopefully this is good. But yeah, so that is it for... I think this should be good. There we go. So let me keep it straight. There we go. So yeah, there she is right there. So that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Anyways, good night.